Welcome to a brand new episode of the Oracles. My name is Manelisi and I am with the incredible, the beautiful superstar Oracle Z Mazibuko. Today is no doubt a very special episode because for the very first time we are recording together in the very same place, and for that we have to thank Anthony Campbell for inviting us to his beautiful restaurant Abi'z, which is in Fourways. Z, how you doing?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm happy to be here. So, how are you doing?
Yeah, no, I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm excited to be here. It's something that has been long. It's been a long time coming.
It has been.
Because it's actually how
over
long?
a year now.
Yeah, it's been over a year since we started.
Yeah.
Since we started
over
recording. And this is the very first time that we are recording this. So you know how I actually came about to be here.
This is news to me as well.
So Anthony and I, we follow each other on Twitter, right?
Really?
Yeah. I did it. We don't know. Yeah, actually, we are recording in this place, and we haven't even seen each other. We only spoke on Twitter and we spoke over the phone.
Yeah.
But he actually tweeted something because they actually host the viewings of the World Cup over here. So I asked him if he'll be hosting another game today, the final, which is the 28th today. And he DM'd me and said, yeah, he will be screening it. And he asked if we can actually come and record an episode here at his place.
Yeah. And it's a beautiful place, man.
Yeah, it is. It is an incredibly beautiful
They're already
place.
setting out for the rugby, so it tells you how serious they're taking this thing.
Yeah, and and it actually shows the faith that he and I have in the Springboks for us to actually want to record here today. Because I think we spoke like 2 weeks ago. Yeah. 2 or 3 weeks ago, something like that.
And you chose today.
Yeah, and we chose today. So, so we are here enjoying this place, which is a very, very beautiful place. And we are going to have a good time.
Definitely.
And I feel like right now, this is maybe the start of something incredible.
True.
Yeah, because it's not going to be the last one that we record like this. But I really feel like something special is coming.
From this, not true. I feel it deep down within my soul. The way you all feel like the Springboks are gonna win. Yeah. Deep down within my soul.
All right. So normally when we start our episodes, we don't like to start with anything controversial. We usually like to start light-hearted. Anything controversial is something in between, and then we end off with something light-hearted. But today, a very big talking point this coming week, and you've been tweeting about it quite a lot, which is the South African Music Awards. So the story is the South African Music Awards were supposed to be hosted in KZN, the Department of Economic Development and Tourism or something like that. So the Summers have a relationship, or rather a contract, with the KZN government to host the Summers for 3 years. So now apparently the KZN government is pulled out, which is actually quite an interesting thing, because normally events get cancelled because the budget might be too small. But right now the Summers are cancelled because the budget is too big, which is which is a crazy thing.
It's wild, man.
Yeah, it's a crazy thing. But I mean, you've been tweeting about the Summers quite a lot. What is happening actually?
Also, for me, I have a problem with it being the government pulling out. It's a crazy thing, because you would think that if there's one thing that needs to happen in this country is have the government push everything positivity. Yeah. You know, the industry, because I feel like a lot of people are going to get hired for this. Yeah. Like a lot, not just like from the artists, PR people, the security guards, the caterers, like so many people are going to lose out on this opportunity. Yeah. And I didn't understand, even when I read the statement, I'm just like, it's long, but I don't get it.
Yeah, like
I feel like it's all over the place.
It's weird. What I remember, I don't hope this is not like a Mandela effect or whatever.
Yeah.
But I think the president wrote a letter to the MEC in KZN to say that the budget is too big or whatever, something along those lines. So they need to take a relook at the whole thing. And then the KZN government, I suppose, in response, it says it's no longer hosting the...
Why?
Because the budget is too big. So apparently, because the budget is too big and the money is coming from government, They believe that it might be a vehicle for corruption. Yeah, so things are going to be, prices are going to be inflated.
Yeah.
From service providers and all of
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Which is, it's understandable.
It's understandable.
Yeah, it's understandable, and
But couldn't they work around it?
they could have.
That's
They
my
could have,
question.
because I mean, if a budget is too big, normally if a budget is too small, money
can
gets
work
moved,
around it.
yeah,
Exactly,
money gets
so
moved
I can't-
around, so
yeah.
you can work around it. Right now, if the budget is too big, it means that you need to you need to cut the budget.
It's literally. Because also, as much as I don't know if like how far they had went with getting all these preparations, right?
Yeah.
But if they already, because okay, the venue is there, it's happening. But if they already went with the sound guys, you can rework that.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, because the thing is, the summers are supposed to happen when, I think they were supposed to happen on the 17th, the 17th and 18th, if I'm not mistaken.
Of November.
Oh, yeah, of November.
And you,
So
it's
right now,
literally 3 weeks away.
yeah, which is 3 weeks away, which means that for an event that big, and for people who are experienced that much in putting off such an event, it means that everything was already in motion. Yeah, so now whoever has been paid, probably if there is a refund policy, they have to try and get that money back. If there isn't, it's money gone, money wasted. You know, in this year, yeah, the Metro FM Awards happened in Nelspruit this year.
Right, yeah.
So I know from that experience, from what I saw, that a lot of money goes into the
It
city.
does. A lot.
A lot of money
A
goes
lot.
into the city. I mean, as much as a lot of money is spent on the event itself, there's a lot of money that is spent.
Generated.
That is spent by the people who are coming.
Because people are
into the
traveling
city.
from other provinces.
Yeah, one of my friends actually, he works for an accommodation in Nelspruit.
That's where I was going.
It was fully booked.
Transportation as well, even the food places in the area.
Yeah.
People make money because a lot of people are coming to the province, they're sleeping there, they're buying food.
And then there's the people who buy at the last minute. They're looking for outfits. You know, and because it's actually Durban,
Yeah.
a lot of people will be traveling with the idea that they're not going to buy anything from wherever they're
Yes.
from. They're going to buy
In Durban.
when they get there. So I believe that the return on investment is big.
It is.
It is
It
quite
is.
big. But you know, the budget is too big, so the event is not happening. Which is a weird thing. But anyway, another thing is that, which is very, very interesting.
Yeah.
Actually, before we go into that, I want to know, in your opinion, what is the importance of the summers?
For me, it's not just the summers, like just the summers, right? I
Yeah.
feel like as much as awards don't necessarily say you are the greatest or the biggest artist,
Yeah,
but it plays a huge role in the recognition for the kids
yeah,
and you propelling into greater heights globally,
yeah,
right? As much as here you might say, I want a summer, okay, then what? Globally, the minute you move on there, you're not just introduced as Manelis. You're introduced as the award-winning
Yeah.
Manelis. And automatically that raises, I was, okay, what does this guy do? How good is he? I want to feature him on my song.
yeah.
You know, so for me, it plays a whole lot of, you see how we've been saying piano to the world? There's so many kids who got nominated, guys.
So many.
There's so many kids.
So many.
This was literally their foot in, you know?
So many, and you think of the two biggest piano artists, which is Kabza and Pori. Both of them combined, they have about, I think, okay, so Kabza has 4 nominations, Pori has 3, and as the Scorpion Kings, I think they have 2.
Yeah.
So combined, they have what, 9
Yeah.
nominations, which is quite big. Which is incredibly big.
Exactly.
But the individual with the most nominations happens to be AKA.
I'm not happy about that. I'm happy about the nominations. I'm not happy about it. Now, it's now been cancelled.
So, yeah.
Because I really feel like, if not all, he was probably going to get 5 of those.
Yeah,
If not all, probably 5.
Yeah, he was going to get at least 5.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, was going to get at least 5. And it's actually quite interesting because he passed away in Durban. The awards are supposed to be happening in Durban.
Yeah.
He has the most nominations, and now the
Yes,
event
it's
itself is cancelled. Which is, yeah. If you
It brings up
believe-
another
yeah.
topic. I'm like,
It's a whole different conversation in itself.
hey, because now that I think about it, I'm just like, Could it be?
It's a whole different conversation.
Because you see how we were calling upon AKA last week with the rugby.
Yeah.
Because we were calling upon everyone, the spirit of Nelson Mandela, the spirit of Sandy Matigizela. So we're calling upon AKA as well. And now I'm thinking he's like, not on my name.
Yeah.
Could it be that? Like, not on my name.
Yeah, like, I don't care if I'm nominated for 7 awards. We are not doing it.
Why we I lost my life?
Yeah, we are not doing it.
And know how spiritual I am. Now I'm thinking about it. I'm just like, could it be actually?
Yeah, it's a crazy thing. And then the person with the second most nominations is KO.
It's kind of God.
And the thing is, he and AKA are nominated. A lot of the categories, they're nominated together. Yep. So it'll be interesting. Now, we know how KO normally reacts to not winning awards, and more especially his fans.
Yeah, I was about to say.
So for KO, it is mostly his fans who react negatively to him not winning awards, especially with Skanda World or Skanda Republic rather being released recently. He's released a hit single recently. Actually, I want to talk about that single a little bit because I listened to it. What's the name of the song? I'll have to.
Is it by himself?
No, it's not by himself. I just have to make sure. Just have to make sure of what I'm talking about. But when you listen to the bass line on there, it sounds quite a lot like Lemons.
Really?
Lemons, yeah.
Which song is?
Let me find
maybe I
it.
just haven't heard what you're hearing.
Yeah, probably.
That's because maybe I'm probably biased. Because we stand KO in this house.
Yeah, where is it? No, man. It should be here.
Like we stand KO.
Oh yeah, it's Tata. We're featuring Dali Wonga.
Oh, okay. I heard it.
Yeah.
I haven't heard the full song.
Yeah.
But I heard a bit.
Yeah, like the bass line, the way that I think the way that they set it, it's very, very similar to AKA's Lemons.
Really?
Yeah. Like
No,
that's what I get
when
when I listen to it. Even its pattern, the way
and now
that
you've been controversial.
uh,
Because I'm going back to that hit single, Sete.
yeah,
Remember how there was a story about how they stole the beat from someone? I'm not sure if it's, I think
Actually,
it's Upper Africa.
yeah,
Or
like
is it-
I think it's like West Africa or
Yeah.
something. But then the thing is that was cleared.
Yeah.
Apparently the guy was found on YouTube or something.
So they just all utilized
Yeah, so
okay.
the guy actually put up the beat on YouTube.
for anyone to
Yeah,
use.
for anyone to use, and then KO obviously found it, and I think they engineered around it, I don't know if they.
And AK's one, Kenan and KO's one's part. So it's okay.
yeah, because there's a lot of songs actually that came out with a similar beat.
Actually, now I think about it.
Yeah, so Tata,
I must hear it.
yeah, you should.
Is it a potential hit
It's very nice.
for the streets?
It's very nice. Actually, when the Thursday before Back to the City, I was playing at Kitchener's in Bram. I actually played it on there, and the reaction was
nice.
was nice.
Right,
So
nice.
I mean, it's KO after all, you know. It's KO after all.
Kind of God.
Yeah, but he has 6 nominations, and after him is Java. Now with Isbugo, he has what? Four nominations.
Yeah,
he has 4 nominations. It's going to be tough. Okay, it would have been
It would have
tough.
been-
Yeah, it would have been tough. Yeah.
It's going to be and exciting as well, man.
Yeah.
It's going to be exciting because when it's like think about it, it's like it's the big guns.
Yeah.
So and I like categories like that where it's just like you don't know who's going to win.
Yeah.
You don't know who's going to win. Just like I'm waiting here, and also I know that everyone did their best. Everyone gave us their best album or the most like nicest song. So if they win, like okay,
Yeah.
say
Yeah. But the thing is, for me, between Skanda Republic and Mass Country, which one would you say is the best engineered album?
engineered
Yeah.
this country.
Easy.
This country,
Yeah.
not gonna lie.
Yeah. And
Guys, I've listened to that album. You know when you just zone out and
Yeah.
you don't hear the lyrics anymore
yeah.
because you're just hearing how beautiful this thing that's happening at the back is.
Yeah.
That's how I've enjoyed Miss Country.
Yeah.
I love Maskandi.
Yeah, it makes sense.
The engineering is amazing.
And I think it's maybe the album that came, or at least the hip hop album that came out this year, that has the best repeat value.
Repeat value.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can listen to it over. I mean, it came out in February.
Yes.
And
we're still jamming.
Yeah, still listening to it.
When music comes on, you lose your mind. You know. So it's just like when Sponano comes on, like let's go. You still listen. You know. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the company is still charting. Lemons is still charting. So it has, in my opinion, and it's not even, we're not even talking about death tax here.
No.
It's not the fact that AK is no longer with us, but it's the fact that it's it's a perfectly made album. For KO, he would have had a tough time.
He would have.
His fans would have been going off again.
Yeah. I think he would have had a tough time with the album entirely, right? But when it comes to maybe a song or two, and it was song to song, maybe. Just maybe. But if you're looking at the full body of work, now Maskandi guys was easy.
But then again, when you go to KO's album, which songs would you pit against Company, for instance? I mean, you could try with you could try with Setting.
You can, but it can't just be the only thing.
Yeah.
That's my thing.
Because you can try it with that one.
Is that song with the guy doesn't own t-shirts, man? Is it in there as well?
Yeah, they added it.
They added it after.
Yeah, they added it.
I was mad that day because I looked for that song. I looked for the song. I don't remember. I think it was Tabi.
Yeah.
Tabi said something like, "I can't believe KO went and aired that song and Maskandi Award." I was like, "Wait, what?" I went and I checked. I'm like, "Why is the song here?"
Because it shouldn't have been.
It shouldn't have been.
And that's I feel that's another discussion that we need to have about DSPs or albums that are released digitally.
Yeah.
I mean, you hear albums all the time that are remastered. It's fine if an album is remastered and all of that. But now suddenly, because I went back to Pitch Black Afro Styling Gel. There are songs on there that have been removed. You can see that they're on there, but you can't play them. Yeah, and it happens quite a lot. And now even with, it means that it's easy to edit songs.
Yes.
Or at least to edit your album. To say, I don't want this song anymore on there, so I'm going to replace it with something else.
But what does that do for your numbers? Does it increase the streaming numbers because now people are going to go there?
It should, because I mean, if you search for a song on a DSP, it will lead you to
the album.
Yeah, it will lead you to the album. So it might be a cheat code, I guess. Hopefully, it doesn't catch on.
Yeah, no.
Wouldn't be nice to.
It wouldn't be nice.
Yeah, wouldn't be nice. It wouldn't be nice for.
But there's one song I do actually love. I love that song.
Yeah, the one with Dos.
I like that song, and I like Emoyeni as well.
Moyeni is
my jam, guys. Like Emoyeni is my jam. Like is Playback on that album as well?
I think so. I think it's there. Yeah. And
with Playback, I think it was not a remake, but then didn't they sample a certain song?
It's possible. It's possible. I don't know if I actually caught the sample.
I've heard it somewhere.
Yeah.
When I listen to it, I'm just like, I feel like this is an old house song. I just don't remember which one. I feel like I need to play it back.
Yeah, because another one of my favorite songs on KO's album is Boat. But the thing about Boat is that it's another KO classic lyricism, I guess, where he uses quite a lot of profanity. I mean, the opening line is him actually throwing profanity basically at someone. Yeah.
I know, but KO.
No, he's easy on the tongue.
Easily.
It's easy on the tongue. It's always right there.
It's not even the straightforward curses.
Yeah.
You're just like, but you are cursing KO. Like, what do you mean? Because the way he says things, it's just like, that's an insult. Yeah. That's definitely an insult.
Yeah, but actually now we've deviated quite a bit. Yeah, because we were actually talking about the importance of the summers. Yeah. And you mentioned Amapiano mainly. How big of a platform this is, because these are the South African Music Awards.
Yes.
And they are the biggest and the longest running award ceremony in the continent, not just in the
29,
country.
Summer 29,
This is supposed to be summer 29.
Are the summers older than me?
They are.
By a year. Guys. You see why they shouldn't be cancelled? They've been there before my time. They need to know.
Yeah, like the summers are a huge, they're a very, very big a platform. And also because I think they're starting to bring in the entire continent as a whole, because there is a category for, I think it's called the Rest of Africa, the Rest of Africa, which I think Davido is nominated on this year. And I believe it should be able to do, if that's the way that they're going to go, where other African countries are included in there. I feel like the way it's going to go is going to have the same effect that the Channel O Awards had. And the Channel O Awards were actually quite big, and they were also important as well.
Big.
And one of
they included everyone.
They included everyone.
They were very inclusive.
They were a catalyst in bringing together the entire continent musically. Because I mean,
the collaborations after that,
they were huge. They were huge because both Dibanj and them, they were there before the Channel O Music Awards. But because of Channel O, they bridged the gap.
Everyone came together.
Yeah, everyone came together, and it's what they say. I suppose the rest is history. And we are where we are today mainly because of the Channel O Awards. But Ndozo Mbambo also, she has quite a lot of nominations. Which is amazing in my opinion. Yeah, which is amazing because she's got I think 4 nominations as well. And
then they say gospel isn't big in this country. They must ask us. We listen to gospel daily. We know how big it is.
Yeah, and she's the only female artist nominated in album of the year. Yeah, which and also what's that song where he has Nathaniel Bassey in? It's the biggest song at the moment.
Which one?
Is it Hallelujah or Siyabong? I think it's Siyabong. It's quite big.
I think it's Siyabong.
Yeah, Siyabong, because it's like 40 minutes long. Yeah, it's 40 minutes long. I think that might.
We are just worshiping there.
Yeah, like it's a huge. It's a huge thing. But yeah, for her with lavish worship, it's something important, I guess, for her. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, but.
And the summer's going to Durban and then getting cancelled. I was speaking to a friend the other day. I'm just like, it's crazy how the summers were moved to Durban and the Crown Gospel Awards were moved to Joburg. And they're still happening. Actually, even worse, they were coming to Orlando Stadium.
Okay.
Right. And they said, no, we need to do it bigger. And now they're doing F&B. Like, that's a 90K seater for gospel. So it won't be the entire 90K.
Yeah.
But it speaks to the fact that they had to move from Orlando
to F&B Stadium. But the thing is, I don't know if, because I haven't checked the numbers. Actually, I've never checked the numbers. I've always taken the word of the media and people that gospel is the biggest genre in South Africa.
Easily.
So, I mean, for them to say we're going to F&B Stadium, it actually makes sense. It's actually stressful for them it's still stressful, not because they're worried about meeting the numbers, but it's about managing the numbers that are going to be there. Because I believe that they should be able to sell out.
They should. I think they will. Guys, when I say the gospel industry is so big in this country, yesterday I got an SMS because so as much as I'm a hip hop head, I'm a gospel head. I got an SMS yesterday from Compy Tickets. Like, great news, we're proud to announce that Spirit of Praise has added a day to their tour in December. Because I think it's happening on the 1st or the 2nd in Carnival City. They had to add a day because the first day sold out.
Sold out, yeah.
And I've been to Spirit of Praise concerts, a lot of them. When I tell you they release tickets today, on the day of the show, they always sold out. Like, people are always looking for tickets on the day. Like, all the time.
You know, it's actually crazy for that to happen in South Africa. Because we usually...
Unless you're Trevor Noah.
Yeah, unless you're Trevor Noah. But why I say that is you think about a lot of events that happen, even just generally as South Africans, we don't do online shopping as much as Western countries, and even when it comes to tickets as well, we do not usually buy tickets online. It's normally people will go
Physically.
to go and buy physical tickets. So for them to actually sell out in one day is crazy.
I was like, why are you adding another day? Like, no, they sold out. I was like, that's amazing. And I'm sure even that now it's sitting at a high percentage, because I saw they sent it, I think I saw it yesterday, if not Thursday, that SMS. And it's December. That's what I thought about. I was like, people, like, why not? Let's just go to this concert. So I see how it's going to pop up with regards to the events on the, I think it's the third, second and third, or the first and third. But I know the second day is on the third. So I understand why the crowns had to be moved to FNB. And also that's in Soweto. Easy access as well. For a lot of people. Because on my way to Carnival is in the East Rand. Guys, I pass a toll gate when I go to those concerts. I pass a toll gate. So if we're willing to do that, what more Soweto? And there's a lot of artists. It's not just Spirit of Praise. It's everyone from Canaan to Omega to Klingim Club to, like, there's a lot of people coming through.
And it's also amazing how the gospel artists actually come together to support one another.
Beautiful.
Normally, when you can say that you're doing a one-man show or whatever.
It's never that.
It's never that, because there's always going to be a gospel artist there supporting you. It's amazing. I feel like it's maybe similar to what Amapiano guys do. Because they're also very, very supportive of each other.
I love it.
They're incredibly supportive.
One
of
thing
each
about
other.
them, they will work. They work to a point where I feel like, even now, I feel there's a lot of songs I don't know of my piano artists. Because they're releasing every second day. I'm just like, why am I singing Chico on every song? I listen to the song because it's the best I can do for now. Because they're always together. And excuse me, they also rock together. And I've noticed there are times where they record before they go to groove or when they come back. So that's why they have so much music.
But the thing is, I'm glad that right now, Amapiano, even though they're releasing a lot of music, it's not like when they actually started. Even though it was a great time when they started, because back then it was easy to become an Amapiano artist. You release a song today, it blows up tomorrow. Everyone knows it. Somebody else, and there was a lot of artists that we did not even know, and at the time we didn't even care. It's Amapiano. You know, we just want to rock, and people loved it. People loved it. So that camaraderie between gospel artists and also the one that exists with Amapiano artists, it is just incredible to see.
You're seeing it ripple into hip hop. I've been watching the space the past few weeks. Also, we're having a beautiful run as hip hop guys. And the past few days, past few weeks, I have been having a nice run. I'm just like, okay, I love this. I love what I'm seeing. You know, I feel like we're going back to where we were in 2014. Because guys, 2014 hip hop was just ruling this world, in this country. Like, we were just, wherever you went, it was hearing Mayo here, you were hearing Kara here. Everything was just hip hop, and everyone was together. And I feel like right now they're going back to that.
And that's the thing. Another thing, because it takes us back to the city. Backstage, pretty much all the artists were under the tent that was put up backstage, just chilling there. You go into the Hennessy Marquee, there's very, very few people there. The people that are there are people who bought tickets, but for the artists, each one of most of the artists at least, they were backstage and they were just chilling. It was a good time.
It was a good time. And I liked also when, Questa is the one who's booked to perform. When it's time for him to get on stage, he turned around, there's like all of the boys behind him. And I was like, here's the mic, might as well. You know, because also they have songs with each other. So it's easy to be like, no, jump on. They just throw in their verse there, they continue rapping. It's a beautiful thing. And I was looking at, who's this? Touchline. Touch and Ginger Drop, they've been working together a lot lately. And even with that, it started because of what? the people
Well,
and
yeah.
the one song they did in
It
DJ
was
Clear's
that-
album.
Yeah.
Because when he dropped that album, everyone was just like, guys, you owe us a collab album.
Yeah, and you know
You
what?
owe us and they've been working since.
Yeah,
You understand?
they had a Q&A on Twitter, Trill and
They had quite a few
Touchline.
actually, no?
Yeah,
The first one, because I feel like it went up, way above and beyond. They had to do
Yeah.
another one.
yeah, like because there's the one that I actually engaged in, and I asked them how they came about to work together.
Yeah.
And their response was that it started with DJ Clear, where when they
Tony
did
Scar.
Tony Scar on DJ Clan's album, they pretty much vibed together.
It's beautiful.
They had that thing, and then they just decided to start working together. So they released 3 singles, I think, since.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've released 3 singles. The latest one coming out yesterday, featuring Questa. And the interesting thing
Is it
about
a
that is
feature? How
that,
the feature came about?
and the interesting thing about that,
That guy was bullied, guys. That guy was bullied.
but I'm pretty sure you heard the beat and was like, no ways, I'm
Because
missing on this
they
one.
were backstage. I don't know which was it. DJ Clan show, but they were backstage somewhere,
Yeah,
and they were standing together with Mahuta. Shout out to Mahuta because he is like, you
He-
need to join. Be the last guy on the song. Because they were like, I think it's Ginger who was like, be the last man on the
so,
song.
yeah,
Touch was like, no, you're Touch. Then Ginger was like, you're on camera, by the way.
yeah.
You're on camera, by the way. So he's like, okay, we'll do it. He had to agree, you know?
Yeah,
So I'm just like, that's beautiful, man.
yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, because the single actually is called "Movie
Movie
Again."
Again,
Yeah,
yeah.
and I think it's they took the artwork. They took it. It's similar to Goodfellas.
Yes.
The movie Goodfellas.
yeah.
Yeah. So they have that kind of thing going on over there. The beat is incredible.
Amazing.
And the interesting thing is that we hear Trill rapping in vernac. He normally raps in English. He
Yeah.
always raps in English. But on there we hear him rapping in vernac,
Yeah.
which is an amazing thing. Also Touchline on the hook on there.
I don't know what Touchline is on. Like he posted, I think, was it today or yesterday? He posted a picture of Hot Property, Amen,
Yeah.
with Ginger, Taboki Messi that he dropped randomly on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
I was like, this guy. And Movie Again,
Yeah.
dropped like 4 pictures. I saw the tweet now, and I was like, my boy, you've been fighting this year.
Nah,
Like, and everyone said the same thing in the comments. Are you
Yeah.
fighting this? I don't know what Touch is on, but I love
No,
it.
man.
I love it. And
Touch-
he's rapping on
Yeah.
all of them.
Yeah,
Even Taboki Messi.
Yeah.
It's like he's having fun, but if you listen, like, nah, man, this guy is going off.
Yeah, yeah. The thing is, I feel like Touchline, he is in his he's in his season to be doing all of these things, and he's taking
Definitely.
advantage. He is not sitting back, because I feel like right now is the time for him to take full advantage
Yes.
of this time of this run
Correct.
that is going in. Because if he lays back, he will fall behind. Yeah,
Correct.
but for him to actually do everything that he's doing now, it's his breakthrough. I
Yeah.
feel to get into where he's
time,
supposed to
man.
be. Yeah, it's his time right now.
guys. It's time. Because when you think back and look back to Touchline 1, Water Meter, Touchline with the 5K, and
Yeah.
I'm just like, man, it's a hole.
Yeah.
You know, like, it's been a journey and it's been beautiful.
Yeah,
It's been beautiful.
Yeah, because actually found out about Touchline. I think it was in 2020. Yeah, I think it was 2020. Yeah. Actually, I knew about him. I knew his name and
Yeah.
everything before that, but I wasn't really paying attention to
Touch, yeah.
to him. But when I was doing the hip hop show,
Then.
because I think I was actually in the production studio
Mm.
at the radio station, and I was on YouTube just browsing around, and I came across 5K. No, it was what's the name of the song? The awards something awards. I forget what it's called, but it's basically talking about people
Yeah.
buying
Awards.
awards, and the video as well. I think he shot it in Bram or
yeah.
something. That was my introduction to
Really?
Touchline. Yeah, and I actually got to talk to him. I think in February 2021.
Yeah.
My first time, which was I feel like on my part, that interview was a bit of a mess because I wasn't fully prepared. I mean, it was early days for me on radio.
Really, yeah.
Early days for me on radio. I wasn't like fully prepared. But I wish I actually still had the audio to go back to it. But anyway, we're not about that. Touchline is an amazing rapper, man.
Amazing.
And right now, as we're talking about latest drops, I think they're dropping the album with Trill sometime in November.
Yeah.
I think it might be the 10th, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, around there.
They even dropped Tell a Friend. Damn. And that was just a week ago.
Oh, yeah.
I know they're busy.
They are. I was actually trying to find that.
Now I'm thinking about like it's Amen. What's the other one? Then it came back.
Yeah, I was trying to find that one. It's after they released Tell a Friend, or was it before they released Tell a Friend? No, it was the day before.
The day before.
Yeah, they released Tell a Friend.
The Q&A.
Yeah. That's the one that I participated in. But their album is coming out sometime in November. But also A-Reece, I think it was last week, if not the week before.
No, I haven't listened to A-Reece. I'm not proud, but
yeah.
I haven't. I had a week.
I mean, it's a very good album. Yeah, it's a very good album.
But I mean, it's to be expected.
Yeah, I mean, you expect that from A-Reece.
Yeah.
Yeah, I listened to. I still haven't finished the entire album itself.
How long is it?
I think it's about. Is it 19 tracks? I think it might be 19 tracks. Let me just make sure.
Me and my 5-year-old attention span. No, but it's fine. I'll do 10 songs and 9 songs.
Yeah.
Because I want to be in it. No, I want to immerse myself in the album.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna zone out by track 11. Yeah, if it's nice, I don't want that. I want to fully listen.
Yeah, it's a beautifully created album. Yeah, it is 19 tracks. 19 tracks, because I listened all the way to, was it Changes Interlude? No, Ronnie's Interlude, I think, where he uses Jay-Z's flow on Falling. Is it Falling? Yeah, I think it's Falling. It's in the American Gangster album.
Yeah.
So I listened up until then, and then when I listened to that one, because I have this mind or this ear where if I hear a song that has been, if I hear a sample on a song, or in this case hearing the flow from another song, or that is from another album, I just switch off from that and I want to go and listen to the original. I want to go back and listen to the original. So since then I haven't gone back, but it's not because I haven't gone back, not because it's a bad album or whatever, or the song was bad. It is an amazing album. It is exactly what
I've been saying. Like, people are just like, yeah, no, this is what we want. Yeah, this is what we expected.
Yeah, it's exactly what you expect from A-Reece. Yeah, so I will go back to it. Like, it's an amazing album. It is worth listening to.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's worth
listening to it on my way home.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, actually, Anthony on Twitter is it his handle or his name? Only you've got your ads and then your name, and then you've got that other one on the side.
The display what thoughts?
Yeah. Is it the display name?
It's business.
Whatever that is. Whatever that is. Anthony actually has the title of the album as that.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Was it the Big-Hearted Bad Guy? Yeah. The Big-Hearted Bad Guy. That's what he calls himself, basically, on Twitter. So it's easy to change. You can change that anytime. But that's what he's doing. Have you listened to Kabza though?
Quickly before you go to Kabza, how are the features on
P2?
A-Reece, P2.
It's exactly what you expect from A-Reece. There are everything is actually perfect. Because everything about the album is well thought out. The features are well thought out. The beats are well thought out. The how the songs are lined up is well thought out. Because it also has Manifest on the album. Yeah, he has Manifest on the album. Okay. He's got Fly Anakin and Blackie. Who else is there? Jay Jody, Joey Fats. Oh, he's also got Java and Shekinah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Manifest actually appears in 2 songs.
Nah, I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward. I'm going to listen to this.
Yeah, like I haven't.
I'm also heavy on features, man. I feel like features need to be well thought out. Just because you like someone doesn't mean they'll work on that particular album. Yeah. So I like it when like artists take time to think through their list of features and even the songs that they put them on.
Yeah,
You know?
like that's true. But I mean, a lot of artists, they're very close friends with
Yes.
amazing,
Yeah.
with other amazing
Yeah.
artists. People that they can get in touch with at any time,
Anytime,
even
correct.
chill with in studio
Yeah.
whenever they record. But for the purpose of the music, they don't just feature anyone.
Great.
They might feature someone that they've only met once or never met before, over someone that they're with every
They
day,
show all the
even
time.
though they're an amazing artist
Yeah.
themselves. But and that's what makes a great album, and it also makes a great artist.
Correct.
Not to just feature, not
Yes.
feature just anyone.
Yeah. And that's true, man. I really believe in that. Because there's so many people I've been introduced to because of features.
Yeah,
Like, checking back a few years ago when I was introduced to Ngobiazo, I didn't know him, but I was listening to Big Zulu's album
yeah,
and they featured him on Vumandos. That's an amazing song.
Yeah.
I was like, who is this guy?
yeah,
Literally, and it's so wild. I think it's the first song on the album or one of the first few songs. I didn't even continue. I played the song I think 4 times, then I had to look up this guy. I went to my spot, like when I was there, I clicked on his name.
Yeah.
He had like an EP, not an EP, but it was an EP. I think it was, because like 7 songs. Yeah. I played, to this day, I'm a Ngobiazo fan because of that. I didn't know him, but because Big Zulu had an ear for that. So for me, I like people who do that.
yeah.
Like, think through your features and which song they would work based on.
Yeah, and there's also another thing I feel we need to credit to Big Zulu. He is always ready to put other people on.
I feel like right now, Lwa is one of the biggest artists in the country.
Yeah,
And no one knew Lwa before Big Zulu.
yeah, and Big Zulu actually gave her the platform to do that, and he's actually took his entire stable to the Metro FM Awards. And it's I don't know if they actually talked about it after the awards happened, but Big Zulu was there. He didn't
He
take up
didn't perform. He
yeah.
was there on the stage, but he didn't perform. Let's not lie. I love him, but no. He didn't perform that day.
Yeah, but
And he didn't wear the jacket on stage. I think it was on the red carpet.
Carpet,
I
yeah,
think he changed when he got on stage
got it,
with
yeah.
the tag and everything.
Yeah.
That's Kotani, guys. Big Speaker's Kotani.
but it was kind of weird to see him do that, leaving the
me, it
prize.
wasn't just-
Really, because
I think in my head it went back to, for me, I'm Zulu, right? And
Yeah.
I'm not from KZN, but I know there are certain people from deep KZN or certain parts of KZN where they believe in their flex.
yeah,
So, and with Big Zulu, he likes representing the Zulu sonke,
Yeah.
not just where he's from.
yeah,
Right? So there are days where he's like, no, I'm here.
Yeah.
But then there are days where he's like, need being today. You
Yeah.
know? So I think he was doing that because there are literally, like, there are a lot of people who do that, even with like belts and everything.
yeah,
They don't take out the tag. Or on a blazer, you see
Yeah.
that thing that's there that you need to cut off?
Yeah.
They leave it there.
okay.
So when I
Like-
saw that, I wasn't like, a lot of people were like, why would you leave the price tag? I was like, guys, I'm not sure.
Yeah, no. The thing is, what surprised me the most, because I mean, I follow him on social media.
Yeah.
So I see a lot of his flexes. I mean, he loves his clothes. He really loves his clothes, and you know, he is not afraid to spend there. But what surprised me was leaving the price tag on,
tag.
because for me, I took him as a guy who actually buys expensive clothes, and
If you know, you know. If you
yeah,
don't, you don't.
yeah. But then the thing is, and sometimes he wants people to know
Yes.
that how expensive something
Most
is.
of the time.
But no, yeah, but not so far as to leave the price
Price
tag
tag on.
on. Yeah, that for me was a bit of a surprise. But it was actually funny. It was
funny.
Yeah, no, but the thing about Big Zulu is that I do not take a lot of the things he says or does like to heart to say. Yeah, that's actually not a very
Yes.
nice guy. Like
Yeah.
everything he does. It's out of humor.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not out of character.
He's
Yeah,
a Java.
yeah.
I think that's why they get along so much. They're very serious. Like, you look at them like, there's a staunch Zulu man. Then you see them outside all of that, you're just like,
Yeah, those
that's
guys.
no good. You know, like, that's the ballet. And you see, these are actually nice people.
People,
They're
yeah.
okay people.
Yeah, they're really okay people, and they're very funny. Especially Jabba, I discovered on Twitter
Java is
with his
funny,
responses.
guys. Love him.
Yeah.
That's on per.
Yeah.
Being editor, that's on per. Like, yes. What you did, you stuff.
Ngoba it's on both their ends, at least for me, it's hilarious because I think about the fact that Lao Malo Mazulu Paka.
Yes.
Like there's nothing about them that could
diluted.
separate.
Yeah.
There's nothing that could separate them from being Mazulu. Very traditional guys. And then when they speak and they play around, it's like, okay, Java is very big on the hip hop culture, the American hip hop culture. He knows, actually, not just hip hop culture, but pop culture, in general, which is amazing to see.
His ear is on the ground.
Yeah.
He's really about the creative space, the artistry and everything. And I respect it about him because you wouldn't expect it from him.
Yeah, you really wouldn't
expect it from him.
Yeah, you really wouldn't. But anyway, moving on to the latest drops. This is an album that I haven't listened to
fully.
But Kabza's Isimo, have you listened to it yet?
I saw the artwork. I was like, what's going on, guys? Because if I'm being honest, guys, like for the past couple of years, the Mapiano guys have been on that spiritual. I don't know what to call it, but all their songs are just spiritual.
Sure,
like I saw it was a groove.
Yeah,
like, in sense, at this point, because every single song you hear, if it's not Amago, it's Togoz. If it's not Togoz, it was loud. If it's not this EMMS, I'm like, please. When I saw this cover, I'm just like,
yeah, no.
Now we're burning it. What's going on? But I heard one song though. Guys, in my head is still Reason.
No,
I struggle. Guys, I'm not gonna lie, I struggle. I had to be like, no, it's not Reason, it's Sizwe.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful song.
No.
It's a beautiful song.
I don't know if I've heard any of the songs on the album, because I haven't listened to it yet. But it should. I mean, it's Kabza, so it should be.
Kabza have you seen that man's eyes?
Nah, no ways. That's why he looks the way that he does. It's not because of the alcohol. It's because
it's like rest, dog. Like we'll still buy music. We will stream it. I think they're into buy right now.
Probably.
It's at this weekend. I think it's this weekend. They're doing that whole Konka experience. I get Konka closed right now temporarily, so I think they're touring. So I think they're in Dubai. I could be wrong. But I saw the UAE Konka in Dubai, something like that. Passports, him and Pori, I don't know who else is there. He's there, it's working. Ebsugu, he's out performing. Emini is out at the crib making music. I'm just like, rest.
No, man. That guy does never sleeps.
He's going to burn out, man.
Yeah. He never sleeps.
He's going to burn out, guys.
Hopefully it has nothing to do with his contract with Pori.
Because I like Pori, but hey.
Well, I mean, thank God for Katleho Malachi for coming to Kabza's rescue, actually.
True.
Yeah,
because, at some point I had a beef with Pori. A big one. I think I'm getting better now. I was like, why are you expecting people? Like, no, man, don't do that. But I feel like, I think he's too in love with the music. But he wants to keep it here. I think that's what's happening.
Like you say, I also don't think it's mainly about greed, even though maybe an element of greed is there. But for the most part, it's part of leaving a mark for himself.
This is what I did in the industry.
And also, doing whatever it is that he wants to, or rather achieving whatever it is that he wants to achieve. But anyway,
No, but I saw the cover. The cover is beautiful. I'm not gonna lie. It's a beautiful cover. I'm very big on covers. Like, I feel like let it be thought out. Like, what is it about? What's the song about? So even the cover art for a single, I want to understand what's happening. So the minute I saw the cover, the minute I saw the title, I was like, this album. This album is going to speak. And it's probably one of my favorite albums. I could tell. I'm like, I'm very spiritual, so I'm just like, we'll see.
I saw Reason actually posted the art cover on Instagram. And also when you actually go on Apple Music and you open the album, it does that animation thing where the smoke, with the smoke. So it's.
Now imagine people are at Groove, the songs are playing, the Habli is habling. I'm just like, wait.
Now I'm actually, now that you say that, I'm actually a bit worried because you might find the people and now they're smoking Habli, they're going to fetch it and try to burn it for another fire.
But I'm back home. Now you see people. That was funny. I would even be shocked because, guys, South Africa is a crazy country.
It is.
South Africa, I'm just like, what's going on in this country? Because everything is just
it's just. I
and
don't
I
think
love
there's
it, guys.
I don't think there's any country
I
like South
love
Africa.
it.
It's just a whole different place. And also, while they're actually talking about South Africa, because we are running out of time a bit, I want us to move to Tyla. Tyla basically just came out of nowhere. I don't think. Okay, she worked with Dali Wonga sometime
Tyla
this
is
year.
a cool drink girl, right?
Cool
That
Drink
song,
Girl.
the cool drink, the piano cool drink song. Is it the same girl?
Probably. I don't know.
Because that's the
Well,
Tyla I knew. I don't know if it's the same girl. Because the song that she popped off with, I am like, I need
Water.
your guide, but I am not sure.
Yeah, no, but she,
Because if it's the same Tyla but cool drink, that song was bigger. It was nicer for me.
yeah.
And there's a piano song as well. It popped as well. There were challenges on TikTok.
Yeah.
Like this one here. Look, what is special about this particular one? Have you listened to the song?
I haven't.
I haven't read the lyrics the
I
other
haven't.
day. I'm like, Mara. I'm
Like-
proud she's South African, but
Yeah, like the thing for me is, she is blazing a trail basically
Yes.
in the US.
Correct.
She's all over the media. She's everywhere. But even a lot of South Africans actually do not know her or did not know her before.
Started seeing her
Before
on
we
the
started
shows,
seeing
yeah.
her on the shows, and it was quite amazing to see. She's a purely South African girl. You can,
Fully.
with the way that she speaks, the way that she behaves,
Yes.
and all of that. It's a purely South African girl. But like I'm a bit worried, a little bit, because when someone shoots up the way that she's blowing up, I feel like there's not really much of a foundation there. So it is worrisome quite a bit. But if she gets dropped, maybe in the US, or people lose interest about her in the US, then what happens?
Yeah. Because I, as you said, most people don't know her in this country, so we don't know where she's performed
Yeah.
and how great the reception is
Yeah.
where she's performing locally.
Yeah,
I
and
understand.
yeah, but they even posted a video with Uncle Waffles not so long ago.
Yeah, where they were dancing and
yeah,
stuff.
where they were dancing. They were doing the water challenge
Yes.
actually. The water challenge being that Bacardi dance, and people were actually up in arms on Twitter when they were doing that challenge.
Yeah.
To saying that it's not the water dance or
It's Bacardi.
it's Bacardi.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I'm worried a bit about what's happening with her.
Now in Elijah, it caught me off guard. Like I just woke up one day and I'm just seeing this girl trending. I'm like, if it's Tyla from the Cool Drink, that song was big. So maybe there's the foundation.
Yeah.
Maybe there is foundation.
But
Let's give her a chance.
Yeah,
Let's see.
I
Does
mean-
she have an album out or is it singles?
no, I think it's single still.
So if it's singles, it's just two. Is she performing two songs?
She worked with Dali Wonga. When you go into her into her profile, let's see. We're actually talking about her, and you're asking if she's a water girl, and I'm actually able to check on here.
I wonder. Because the Tyla I know is the Cool Drink kind, and that song even had a challenge.
Yeah,
And that for me was fire compared to water. Because I didn't know water, right, until this past week.
yeah.
So I literally took time out and listened to it quite a few times. And I even read up the lyrics. Like, oh, okay, but
Yeah, but actually it is.
you're honest over here, and I'm not
Yeah.
the cool drink kind.
Because it's featuring Cool Drink. The name of the song is Getting Late.
Yes, it's
Yeah,
her.
Getting Late.
So it's featuring Cool Drink.
Yeah.
That song, it was big. I'm sure if you hear it now,
No,
you
I'll
will
know.
it. Yes.
Yeah, but
Also, it's featuring Cool Drink. It's not the title.
yeah, it's not the title.
That song, I remember, because I'm like, if it's that Tyla, I used to see literally as you scroll in TikTok.
Yeah.
The next video, it's her. So you skip a video, it's that song.
That's
Skip a video, someone dancing. So because I thought that's the song that's gonna pop off.
Yeah,
But when the water popped off, I'm just like, okay.
yeah, and it looks like she's worked with Cool Drink quite a bit. But there's another song called Overdue, which also features DJ Lag. She's worked with Maporisa and Youngstana as well on a song called To Last, which is a remix actually. And she's worked with Summer Walker, it seems,
Yeah, guys.
on Girls Need Love.
Where did she come from?
I have no idea.
Because, what do you mean?
I have no idea. I'm trying to find the song where she's with with Tali Wonga.
Yeah, I wonder.
But you know, like the thing is,
And she must continue working, man. Like,
yeah,
because right now she's what we thought Elaine would be.
Yeah.
If we're keeping it
we
100.
yeah.
Because we thought Elaine, is it Elaine?
Yeah,
Elaine?
we thought Elaine
we thought it's gonna be that girl.
bigger. Yeah. We thought Elaine would be bigger. But you know, I mean, things happen the way that they happen. Yeah.
And timing, man, because she might come back and be bigger.
Yeah, I mean,
like trusting the timing, the process, and everything.
But the thing about Elaine is that I think she released an album not too long ago.
Was it an album?
Yeah. Well,
I really thought it was 4 songs.
Whether I think it's an album or
really?
an EP or whatever. Released not too long ago. Oh no, maybe it was just a single called "Loving You."
A single, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, it's called.
I remember listening to this song. I was like, okay, it's nice, but it's not. It's not that girl.
Yeah.
It's not the girl from that first EP. With,
yeah. Yeah, because I feel like there's probably she features Blackie on that one.
Yes,
actually.
she does.
I feel like the approach for that was to make her go, or to keep her commercial rather. They did that song with the intention of going commercial, whereas I feel like the EP was done just as an EP.
Just as an EP.
Yeah, just as an EP. There was nothing about it to say that we want to
but
make this go
sometimes that's what I always say. Maybe it's just me. That's how I look. It's like people who want fame.
Yeah.
Don't go searching for it.
Nah.
Let it happen.
Yeah. It happens on its own. Yeah.
It's the smallest things. Right now, Dos. I always say the guy with that T-shirt.
Yeah.
Dos. If you remember how we got introduced to Dos, he was dancing to Homeland.
Yeah.
Half naked, starting. Then now when you check back, he's actually been making music.
Yeah. And those songs are not as big as Homeland.
And nothing was happening. God was like, I use this thing for you to pop off.
Yeah, like
so I feel like as much as is respect your artists, but don't think this is the song that will make me. Because what if it doesn't? What does that then do to your self-esteem?
Yeah, it really batters you.
Exactly.
It really batters you, and that's the thing on creating art. If you're going to create art with the intention that you want to be famous or you want this to make you famous, it's going to take you much longer. It's going to take me much longer. Like there's a guy that I once talked to from back home. Like he's good in making music, and my advice to him was that forget trying to make hits all the time.
Yes.
Just create music. Think about your lyrics. Think about the way that you do your music. Your fan base will grow over time. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But if you keep going, it definitely will grow. Actually,
yes.
Yeah, eventually you will find that one song that is going to blow up. Sometimes it's not even the song that you think about. I mean, we've talked to. I'm trying to remember who we talked to. We're talking about a single that they did, or rather, they released an album, and then the song that popped off was the one that we weren't expecting to.
That wasn't too long ago.
Yeah, it wasn't too long ago. I'm trying to remember who it was.
Hello, you still okay with
this? Yeah, still okay then. I'm trying to remember who it was, but yeah, it's.
I remember as well.
Yeah.
And it's always that. It's like, let the work speak, man. Because also what you like is not what the people might like.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah. Like it's just a crazy thing. It's a crazy thing the way that the world works and how your path is made out to be.
Yeah. And speaking about new music releases, right? There's something that caught my attention yesterday. You know how New Music Friday is?
Yeah.
There's a lot of people who dropped locally yesterday.
Yeah.
And I didn't know until there's a girl who listed all of them. So a point where she said and.
Yeah.
From Zex Pantini to Miss Cosmo, she listed them.
Yeah.
What happened to PR? Then they get married and they don't get the numbers. Guys, as much as that's your work, we're also busy working.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm not constantly on my phone to see when Zex Pantini is dropping.
No.
I'm not constantly on my phone to see when Miss Cosmo is dropping. But if you're always here,
especially in today's world.
Exactly.
In today's world, like there's so much
there's
that
over
is
10
happening.
people who dropped yesterday.
Yeah.
Literally.
And I feel like also it takes us back to what you once said about dropping on Fridays. You do not have to drop music on Friday.
We don't, guys. We don't. When Touchline dropped Tawaki Mess on a Tuesday. Randomly.
And people took notice.
Randomly. He was on Twitter, like, oh, follow this link.
Yeah.
Literally, guys, Touchline, he's moving like Kanye. You know when you're a big artist and you know it.
Yeah.
On a random, I know, during the week, Tuesday or Wednesday,
Yeah.
he literally said, I'm dropping a song at 8 p.m. on YouTube. Because it only went to Spotify a few days later.
Yeah.
He dropped it first on YouTube.
Like the thing is, I also didn't know about. I didn't see when he announced. I also saw your tweet when you asked with the Tabuki Man.
Yeah.
That's when and then I also saw other tweets
Yeah.
about the song, and then I realized, oh, actually this guy dropped the song.
And it's pushing numbers.
Yeah.
You know, because also I feel like, and without the PR, the fact they did that during the week,
Yeah.
people are going out to work the next day. So like, let me listen to this song.
And also,
everyone's gonna drop Friday, and everyone's dropping on Friday. There's no PR. What's gonna make your album stand out?
Yeah.
What's gonna make people say, actually, between Zakes, DJ, let me just go with Miss Cosmo.
And the thing about what's worse about Miss Cosmo is that she's on radio. She is a DJ herself. Like, there's a lot that she could have done. There's a lot that she could have done.
I'm just like, and like, because with me, a lot of artists, whenever I want music drops on Friday and I have time, I go to Zendi's page.
That's where you
DJ Zendi all the time. He makes sure, when I say that the person who's about the culture, DJ Zendi, every Friday he's gonna write Smang Mang drop. So he has a list. Then at the end he's like, do you guys have anybody else to add? Then people start responding. So that's why I catch New Music Friday, you know?
Okay.
But I'm just like, he shouldn't be doing that only. What are you doing as an artist?
Yeah, like,
Sharp, you're great, but what are you doing?
yeah, like music, like a rollout, even if it's just a single.
Guys,
do a rollout and
If you're going to drop an album, do a rollout.
Yeah.
Give us something to work with. I'm just like
but you know, it's South Africa, I guess. There's still a lot to learn. There's still a lot to learn. There's still a lot to do.
Invest in good PR. I always say, if you can't do the whole social media yourself, invest in good PR. They know how to do the music rollouts.
I mean, Wopalisa Moditambi are there.
They do it, exactly.
Yeah,
and
they
I was looking at that. I knew Bulo music, right, but not as much as I did after he started working with the Palis. Yeah. Because when the Paisa will work.
Palisa,
listen.
You know, like on WhatsApp with the statuses, normally you'll be able to see the lines over there. Palisa will post so many.
And then you see, it's not her having fun.
Yeah.
It's the work.
Yeah.
Her interview, people, like, because she's managing a lot of artists, interviews at 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. They go expresso at 6 a.m. They come back to Joburg, going somewhere else. There's a launch, did a launch Aubrey a few months ago.
Yeah.
On a Wednesday morning, it was packed. Do you understand?
And she's always
simply
doing this
because
thing.
of working.
Yeah.
Showing people PR, guys. It's like,
and I don't think PR specialists are that expensive. It's more especially if you're already making music.
Or get a social media manager then.
Yeah.
A person can be dedicated to social media. You can't do radio tours, cool. But be on people's, literally, when they log on to Twitter, they should see. Yeah. When they go to Instagram, it's you.
And even today, with the way that Twitter is set up, with was it the For You page?
Exactly.
Once people, if you're really active on your Twitter, once people actually stop like for a few seconds to read your post, that means that they're going to be heavy on their timeline.
Yes, exactly.
So
smart things. And sometimes, even at times, it's also just having fun with it. I was speaking about Ulwa earlier, right?
Yeah.
Ulwa has this thing of, as much as her lyrics are very catchy, she posts a video on TikTok singing her song before it drops. And she always does the chorus or the hook that's very catchy. Then what happens from then on? People start singing that. Yeah. So by the time it drops, we know the song.
And it also makes it exciting when you actually watch her live performing the song for the first time.
That's what happens. So I'm just like, read up, see what people are doing. If you can't afford a social media, a PR person or social media expert, read up, see what other people are doing. Yeah. You can't just wake up and decide.
Yeah.
On a Friday, even though and it's not just South Africa that's dropping on a Friday. Like, globally,
like
it's Music Fridays.
Like it's almost like a standard. Yes. It's like a music standard that if you're going to be dropping something, do it on a Friday. Now imagine
all this thing, man. Like
Yeah, now imagine you are doing this thing, you're dropping an album the same day as Drake. Drake is dropping an album right now. No, I mean, it came out right now in October. Was it September?
Yeah.
Imagine dropping the same day as Drake. Drake has been talking about all For the Dogs for months.
Drake is talking about it. A whole Drake
is talking about his album, doing like a full rollout. And then when you are there, dropping out of nowhere. We don't even know. That time you are an award-winning artist in South Africa.
You are good.
Yeah.
But make people speak about you. You know?
Yeah.
I'm not saying be controversial like Drake and start having beef and everything.
Yeah.
But there's different ways to do it.
Yeah, there's a lot of ways to make people aware that you're doing something without starting controversy.
Exactly.
Even though people eat up controversy, but not every successful artist has been involved in some kind of controversy for them to be successful.
Correct.
There's always a way to do these things.
But I feel like guys, South Africans stress me. South African artists, and you know me, I'm obsessed with South African music, guys. I am obsessed. Even the Maskandi chants are winning. Guys, Maskandi chants, man, they're so good at this thing. It's the smallest. Have you seen Maskandi festivals?
I haven't. I actually want to.
How do you sell out Moses Mabhida? Forgetting that, have you seen the Maskandi festival in Joburg?
I haven't.
They drive down in buses, like greyhounds.
They're coming from Durban.
From KZN to Joburg.
And
Ellis Park becomes a mess.
And it makes sense that these guys would actually beef with one another, that to the point that they end up killing each other, because even though like the market is quite small, but the money that is involved there is quite a lot.
Make money.
And if you are a big enough artist, and imagine these guys become millionaires just selling to Zulu people, just Mazulu Pen, they're selling their music there. I mean, I went to thingy, I think the first time I went to Wamaimai, there's a lot of the stall, where they sell the drinks, whatever, they set up their own speakers and whatever. But it was quite funny the first time I was there, because they were playing Maskandi on the free Spotify. So every now and then there was an ad. Yeah, there was an ad.
Do they care? No.
They don't care. They don't care.
They don't care.
But they have spaces like that. Here in Joburg, they have got you go around. A lot of the security guys around here is people from KZN. Now you go to KZN, and these guys are millionaires just from the music.
Just from the music. And my thing is, it's what I'm talking about when I say a certain rollout.
Yeah.
Right. One would think, because you know how people like saying people from KZN, deep KZN, among ABA and everything, they don't know social media.
Yeah.
Those people can leverage social media.
They can.
Literally, you see what Loa is doing. It's snipping off that 2 lines that are catchy from the song.
Yeah.
Put it on TikTok.
Yeah.
And right now, if you see, like there's, what do they call it? Not a trend, but when there's some hype happening around a certain group of people at that time.
Yeah.
That's what's going on with Zulu Men right now. Right. So everyone wants to listen to Maskandi because of Zulu Men.
Even YouTube music.
And everything, you know. So you see the deep Betty speaking people, I'm just like, this is so cute. Someone is actually singing Kuzani's song word for word, and, because of and also when you listen to it, guys, as much as you would think it's just Maskandi, guys, Maskandi speaks.
Yeah,
and it's love songs most of the time.
It does.
Most of the time it's love songs.
Like the thing is, the way that they do their music, you think like they're just fooling around, they're not saying anything. But once you give yourself time to listen, there's a lot of deep messages in there. There's a lot of lessons that you can pick up from that thing. Yeah. That thing, even like the love songs. You think would see Mazulu, they are very nonchalant and in public they might seem nonchalant and they don't really care.
They believe in love.
Yeah, but they believe in love. Yeah. They believe in raising their children. They believe in showing the love to their children. Yeah. You hear this in Maskandi.
Exactly.
It's an amazing thing.
All the time, it's amazing.
Even YouTube music
has support each other.
Yeah,
they support each other a lot.
Yeah, like going back to the social media thing, leveraging social media. YouTube music has a Maskandi radio. Like you go on there, like who? Like
now I'm gonna have to get YouTube music.
Like
but not about me.
Yeah, because you think about it. You think with Mazulu, they don't really use social media much. They don't use streaming platforms as much. But for YouTube to actually set up a Maskandi radio,
Says a lot.
it says a lot about
Says a
the
lot.
people that are listening.
Says a lot. I was looking at, was it Kuzani? I think it was Kuzani. I could be wrong, but that man's houses, that was no way of land in KZN, and his huts, and that thing is beautiful. I'm just like, this is what the work is about.
Yeah.
You know, the studio inside his house, from Maskandi, from just Maskandi.
Yeah, and it's actually quite an interesting thing. I met this other guy recently. Was saying, okay, he grew up in Beckville for some time, and then he moved to Joburg. And he says to us, guys, if you want to stand at Beckville, come to me. No one owns a title deed over there. Like, you go there, buy a crate, go to the chief or whatever.
Please give me his numbers. I'm just saying, I'm fully standing and I'm ready.
Yeah, and
I'm not trying to retire in Joburg, guys.
Nah. Like it's amazing thing. Like it's an amazing thing the way that they actually
live together, man.
The way that they live but together, the way that they support each other. Talking about Kuzani having that huge house, beautiful house with a state-of-the-art studio equipment in there. Yeah. Just from Maskandi.
Yeah. And they put other people on.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know Luvo. I found Luvo via him. Like, there's so many people I didn't know. I didn't know Menzi. I'm just like, because one thing about me, I will listen to the song, it will lead me to the next one. Because I will click on this feature. I want to know who this person is. I click there, I find a nice song, they hit featuring someone else. Yeah. So it becomes that thing. Now I have a few favorite artists, guys. Me, I have a Maskandi playlist that I created myself. I work out to that playlist every day.
Yeah,
I'm doing cardio. I'm there. You see me do 5 kilometers. I'm like, yo, I ran 5 kilometers. It's not Mr. Maskandi. Literally.
Yeah, I still need to put together a playlist. You should actually send me your playlist.
I'll send you Maskandi. It's like my gospel playlist.
Yeah.
Top 2.
I was actually hoping that we'd be able to talk to Anthony, but I think he's running around. Yeah. So and also you have to go and do your work.
What time is it?
2 minutes to 2. So so you're a bit late.
I don't wait.
Yeah, but anyway, on my part, I don't really have anything else. Do you have anything else?
Do I have anything else? Let's see. I had to ask, track back a bit to KO.
Yeah.
How do you feel about artists, music artists, branching out into fashion?
Into fashion. I don't have an issue with it. Like, the thing is, with music, you cannot separate music from fashion. Like, especially hip-hop. Hip-hop, the things that we talk about the most, or rather artists talk about the most, is how much money they have, the cars that they drive, the houses, women, and clothing. But clothing is probably the number one thing, or rather number two thing, because first money, then clothes. So for me, for an artist, hip-hop artist to branch into fashion, I feel like it's a natural thing.
But be intentional about it.
Yeah.
That's how I feel like. Be intentional. Don't just do it because that's where the money is.
Yeah.
Cater to the people.
Yeah, like whatever it is that you wear on a general basis, or whatever it is that you like, grown a taste for, and you want to branch into it and create your own thing. Be intentional about going into it.
Because I was looking at the new launch, it's kind of, what they call it? It's kind of world.
It's kind of Republic. It's kind of world, yeah.
I don't know what the clothes are themselves, but there's kind of somewhere there.
Yeah.
And they're nice. And I like how he's been, like, over the past few years, he's taken it very seriously.
Yeah.
He's not just doing it as a part of, people love me, they'll buy because it's KO.
Yeah.
Like, he literally he had a whole shoot for it. He had a whole show for it with Nadia and them. Nadia, I think, Musli. And I even saw Minute like Mini there. She was also modeling and everything,
Yeah.
I'm just like, take it as serious as you are taking your music, because it is a business at the end of the day.
Yeah. I mean, you have to move the units. You have to sell. Yeah. You have to sell the clothes as much as you sell the sell your music. But yeah, I mean, for me, it's almost like a natural thing to natural transition, or rather something to branch out to branch out to. It really makes sense.
Makes sense. Yeah. And speaking about business, also, who's this? Big Zulu.
Yeah.
He has a beard, right? Thingy, beard products.
Sorry. Sorry?
No, you can have it.
Yeah, we can have it.
He has what you call a beard product situation happening.
Big Zulu. Really? I didn't know about that.
Yes. And so many stores. I don't know if just the normal stores like your clicks. I mean, because I know it's in Legends.
Yeah.
All Legends.
Yeah.
So because he posted a list as well of on his Instagram.
Okay.
Because I knew, but I saw it a while back. Because I think because his friend Urenzi, the guy with the Amakushesh.
Yeah.
Now he has a beard now, so he's doing that. So I think he has the spray, the oil, and the brush. I don't know what else.
Oh.
It's literally called Inkabi something.
Oh yeah, and now I think I actually remember. I remember seeing it, but he doesn't promote it as much as he's supposed to.
He hasn't, but also is all. I think now they're starting to take it serious.
Yeah.
Because he's been doing photo shoots. He's been going to Legends to do the photo shoots.
Yeah.
He's been doing them with Ramsey, and yesterday he posted the list of places you can get it at.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, that's the business transition of it.
Yeah, and it makes sense.
And it makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense because he has a beard and he has these long dreads.
Exactly.
Always had them.
You want to know how does he do it?
Yeah, how does he keep his dreadlocks so clean?
Exactly.
You know, and so dark. So it makes sense.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
No, I like it when people branch out.
Yeah.
Because guys,
I mean, at the end of the day, music can only sell so much.
exactly.
And there's an expiry
Can't be
date.
my number one forever.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Like there's an expiry date to this whole thing. And you know, recently I'm pretty sure you saw this with the whole Justin Timberlake and Britney Spears thing. Britney Spears just released a book and she talks a lot about Justin Timberlake and whatever. Someone posted that Justin Timberlake was trying to make like a huge comeback or whatever, and for me it didn't really make sense because in 2023 what comeback is Justin Timberlake going to do? Right now we can only like make an appearance. Yeah, you cannot make a comeback. As big as Justin Timberlake is,
unless it's Asha and it's out here messing up with everyone's girls.
Yeah, messing. But even with Asha, it's like it's seasonal.
That's all he's doing. It's just being controversial. I'm going to dance with this one because I know she's in a relationship.
Yeah, like because even with Asha, even if he released a song when that whole Kiki Palmer thing was happening, it wouldn't have been as big as the story. Yeah, it wouldn't have been big as the story. Yeah, it wouldn't have been big as the story. As nice as the song would be, or as good as the song would be, for guys like them, their time is up. And it's not necessarily because of age. It's not because of ability. I believe because music is a very spiritual thing.
It is.
And there's in the spiritual realm, as much as all these people exist, there's only a certain amount of people or certain people at a time that are meant to be at the forefront of the whole thing. So it really doesn't matter. Even if Michael Jackson was to come alive today.
I was about to go there. I want to speak about him. I'm like, there's time for everything.
Yeah, there's a time for everything. There's a time for everyone. And, you know, like there's going to be a time when Big Zulu himself will not be as exciting as it is at the moment. And he needs to be able to make the money that he's making now later in life, and that means going into all these business things.
And I like what he's doing with it, because I don't know if you realize, since we've been sitting here, have you listened to this playlist?
I haven't really been paying attention.
I've been hearing it. So many people from his stable have been playing. Literally, I'm just saying, I heard Olwa, I heard Lwa, I heard Sia, and these are people that he pushes so hard. Like, he pushes them so hard, and I'm just like, I like the fact he doesn't have main character syndrome. I'm great, yes, but here I'll step back. That's what I'm saying. That's why even at the Metros, I think that's why he didn't perform. He was there, but
the plan actually, and I think he actually spoke about that when he posted a picture of them on the red carpet. I think he said something about the awards not necessarily being about him, because he has a stable, he has all these artists. And right now, he does not need the platform anymore. It's these guys that he's working with who need the platform more than he does. So he's just putting them on for everyone to see and to pay attention. And it's a selfless person.
It's beautiful, man.
I mean, going back again to Back to the City, he was booked to perform. and then he brings out Java. He performed his
Literally,
new
one song.
150 bars,
That's it.
and then Java comes out. They do
Then
their songs together, and then Java does his freestyle.
Yeah.
Lendros comes on. They send him back.
Then, if Lendos had a song with them, they were going to be like, what's that now?
Yeah,
Correct.
yeah.
They're the kind of people they are, man.
Yeah, and actually, I still laugh about the Lendros thing because it was just like I think it was the highlight. For me, it was the highlight of the evening. But it was all out of love. Yeah.
About the person basically is, no one was mad.
Yeah, no one
I
was
like,
mad. Yeah.
It's
No, yeah,
just this person, you know?
it's another day with
Yeah,
Big
it's
Zulu.
not Big Zulu.
Yeah, but it's an amazing thing, and it's amazing the path and the decisions that he took to actually make this happen, and the way that he's doing it. It's really great, and it's going to pay off for him as well.
Yes.
It's going to pay off for him as well because the good
So
that
I
he's
think
doing
like
for
from
others.
Maboneng days when he was still living there, recording at the studio there, now to having an insanely beautiful studio.
Yeah,
I'm just like, it's the hard work that
Yeah.
people speak of.
yeah.
Now that he's buying a Viz 50 pass, I'm like, guys, if you've been there during his days back then, he was driving a CI, and now he's buying a Viz 50. I'm like, it's the hard work, guys. It's the hard work. And being a selfless person.
Yeah.
Even that day when he went to fetch his car, it wasn't just his. Even Negalwa.
Oh yeah. Because he
And so I think he
bought
got
two
his
cars
when he
actually,
stepped back.
Yeah.
He's like, Lua, take a picture, take videos.
Yeah.
Lua drove first. I'm like, it's the most beautiful thing. Even at the dealership, they were busy praising Lua more than they were
but-
paying attention to him. I was
Yeah.
like, this is what I like seeing.
Yeah, like all the things that he's doing for other people is going to pay off for him. He's going to reap the rewards
Definitely.
of everything that he's doing for other people. Because karma does not only happen like
Bad.
in a negative
Yeah.
negative way. Good also happens.
Correct.
Yeah.
But that's all I want to touch on the business side of music, guys, because there's more to music than just music.
Yeah, man. But for me also, like I think that's it. That's it. I'm really grateful to Anthony. He was here just a moment ago, and he went out again. But we're really grateful to Anthony. We're grateful to Abi'z for bringing us together actually today.
Actually.
Yeah. Or bringing us together to record this episode with the two of us in person. Trust us when we tell you that great things are coming.
Still gonna see more of this beautiful
Yeah,
faces.
you're still gonna see more of this. But anyway, from the oracles, that is it from us. We will be back again next week. Actually, very soon we'll be speaking to someone. I think he's also from the UK. He's worked with Beyonce. Apparently, it's a bit of a long story how it came about. So I'm excited
I'm looking forward to
yeah,
that.
I'm here to
Looking
hear
forward
about
to
that. He's also worked with a lot of like big names.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm excited for that. So I have to schedule it maybe for next week or whatever.
Yeah,
but it's definitely going to happen.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah, but for us from the Oracles, we will be back again next week. Cheers.
Definitely.